Hey everyone. If you have gotten to this point of the registration process, your student's interested in taking an alternative credit course at one of the Kirkwood locations. It might be in person if that's available or online. Um, I'm going to kind of walk you through this registration packet. I'll talk through a few things that might be a little different as a few things have changed and I can't adjust the screenshots, but I'll talk you through it. So um, hopefully you've taken a look at my October s'more, which talks a little bit more about some of our classes offered. But to get to our alternative credit thing, the first thing you need to do is make sure that your students applied to Kirkwood. You have to have a student ID and a K number, so like you have to have that all set up first, and those directions are also on our s'more, the whole step-by-step process. If you don't know your K number or password and already have it, you need to make sure that you recover that. So after you have all of that in line, so you need your K number and password, you're going to go to this website right here where my cursor is dualenroll.com. You're going to log in with your Kirkwood number, your K number right here, and then your password. And this will kind of be your go-to spot to look up courses, times, availability, that kind of thing. You're going to read through, this is the first screen will come up, it'll look similar to this. You're going to read through and agree to the terms and conditions. You have to let them know if your student has an IEP or a 504 plan in place. So you'll check here, and then if not, put no and next. The next screen that comes up is you are going to confirm your high school. So you'll pick Mid-Prairie Homeschool Assistance Program, and you will pick me, Molly Steinbrück, as your counselor. This shows the high school counselor. So if you could pick me as your counselor, it will alleviate students getting lost in the system. Melissa and I share a system, but it's easier if our students are incorporated with the right counselor. So Mid-Prairie Homeschool Assistance Program, and then Molly Steinbrück. If for some reason the Homeschool Assistance Program wouldn't show up in the high school, you can pick Mid-Prairie High School, but make sure that you pick me as the counselor just to make sure that I'm able to see and verify your registration. So as I said, pick the Homeschool Assistance Program if available, because it will alleviate a lot of confusion later on. So the next screen is going to look a little bit different than this, but as I said, I have no access to these screenshots. So what you will pick is right here, there's going to be a place for you to decide what you're registering for, and whether or not you're registering for winter or spring courses. You're going to pick 2021 spring. Winter courses fall under the spring term as well. So this will say 2021, probably most likely SP alternative is what it's going to say. You're going to click this dot, and you're going to go on to the next screen by clicking select. So on this next screen, you're going to be able to search for the classes that you're looking for. You can search by keyword. You can search by, say you only want online classes, that type of thing, and you can see what comes up. Now we have a list of pre-approved classes, so just because it shows up in dual enroll does not mean that the Mid-Prairie school system will cover your course. You need to make sure you check my list on this morning. As I said, they're subject to A, availability, and B, final approval from our school district. So you can take a look. These are all different things. You can try to search by portion of the name, the actual course. The more information you have, the easier it'll be to narrow down. And then there's also, as I said before, course type. So a college course and online. Once you've found the course that you want, click on it and it'll show you the sections that are available. Every once in a while, you'll pick a section. You can't tell how many seats are left, so it might be full, and then you'll get a message saying that you need to pick another section. There's also times that Kirkwood will put you in a different section because they might perhaps have sections set aside for high school learners only. So once you found the course you want, click on it and it'll show the sections that are being offered. Like I said, click on register to send your request to me, the counselor, for approval, and you'll receive a confirmation message that the request has been sent. Okay. If you're finished, so you'll get this screen. You have completed your registration request. You'll be notified via email or text message if you need to complete additional steps later. So if you want another course, you would click here. If you're done, you can click log out. You can view this view status will let you know when your registration request is at where it's at in the process. It has to come to me for approval, and then obviously there's to be room in the course. So check back often. This is kind of your hub for everything, is this dual enroll hub. You might get, this is what that looks like where you can check. So say for instance, I wanted this medical terminology class. My approval is still pending. So the next step is for the high school counselor to approve enrollment. As I said, enrollment opens November 6th. Nothing can be approved for high school students taking college courses, no matter how many Kirkwood hours you have, until at least the afternoon of November 6th. You can take a look at courses that you're interested in taking to see what some of the times and locations are and that kind of thing, but I can't approve anything till Friday, November 6th. Here are some things that might come up. This is what it's going to look like if you take a look at the human biology. This means it's complete. The counselors approved it and you're ready to roll. There are some other messages you might see. You might see this art appreciation, for instance. It's closed, meaning it's full, or perhaps if it says failed, it might just be our school does not approve it. So as I said before, there are going to be a lot of classes in there that we don't pay for because either there's a comparable course offered at our high school or the school district has decided not to approve that course for some reason or the other. Okay, so this means closed means their max enrollment has been reached. Select another section. Another error you might see is perhaps there's a prerequisite and you can't take it without that prereq, and that might also be a reason to not be able to take a course. And that's kind of the end of it. As I said before, just a reminder, dual enrollment registration for alternative concurrent will open on November 6th. You're welcome to get in the portal before to see when sections and classes are offered and kind of keep a note of what you're interested in. It is super important, and this is probably the most important thing. Do not register your student for classes through their MyHub portal in hopes to save a spot, because A, you will be charged for that course, and B, Kirkwood cannot change the billing code. And most likely you will not get a section in one of the high school dual enroll options, which the Mid-Prairie School District can cover. So just another note, always go for any alternative concurrent registrations through the dual enroll portal. Otherwise, there's just a lot of errors and mistakes that can't be corrected. So feel free to contact me with questions. I'm hoping this video will clarify kind of the step-by-step process of enrolling your student through alternative concurrent enrollment. Just a few last minute notes. You need to make sure if your student, whether or not they've taken a fall class or not, to make sure that they have their agreement filled out. If you are new to alternative concurrent, let me know and I can email you an agreement to make sure that it's signed. You have to have an agreement on file for Mid-Prairie to pay for your courses. And that's about it. Please don't hesitate to reach out with questions. That's what I'm here for, and have a great week.